Hey everyone, it's open enrollment season, and while many of us are making adjustments to our current health insurance plans, it's also a great time to check on our disability coverage to see if it's still meeting our needs. So we often split disability coverage into two different lenses. On one side, we have the short-term disability insurance. This is coverage that'll pick up between 0 and 90 days, where on the other side, we have long-term disability coverage. This is coverage over 90 days, and it can last up to a series of years. It really depends on the type of plan through your workplace. But for the purpose of this quick video, I just want to focus on the long-term side. So when we talk to families, most commonly, many families don't really see a need for long-term disability coverage. They often think, what are the chances that I'm actually going to be out of work for a period of longer than 90 days? So what we found, though, traditionally, for individuals between the ages of 30 and 65, there's actually a 35% chance that at some point during that span of your working career, you'll actually be out of work for over 90 days and actually have that need for the disability coverage. So for families with two working spouses, obviously it can be difficult to make up for that income replacement if one of your spouses is out of work. But you can see the critical need for this coverage, especially if you are a single working spouse. So long-term disability coverage in general, as far as how much income it will replace, 65% is the maximum that typically you'll see within workplace plans. So while this is not going to cover everything, it does offer a great security blanket in the case that you do need the coverage. Surprisingly, the most common reasons for taking on this disability, the long-term disability coverage, is not due to accidents like most people would think. Typically, what studies have found is that the most common reasons for being out of work for over 90 days and taking on this coverage is actually just due to things like back pain and joint problems. So, while many people may be, a little surprised to hear that, when I hear my 64-year-old dad making his way down the stairs, I'm often reminded that it's pretty common for older individuals to face these kinds of issues. So jokes aside, if you are offered the opportunity for long-term disability coverage through your employer, one of the tips that we have is to pay for it on an after-tax basis. Essentially, what this means is that you're not going to be receiving the tax deduction on your premium payments. However, when you need the coverage most and you are out of work, you're going to receive that benefit tax-free. So that's extremely important to know here. So that's all I have for you today. If you do have any questions as you're going through your disability, or as you're going through your health insurance plans during this open enrollment period, feel free to reach out. You can also contact us on our website, www.planwithfps.com, and hit the link below to subscribe.